Twitch also ended advertising on Amouranth and probably a few other channels, I'm sure, this week with no direct notice, really. Just kind of just up and fucking suspended advertising on her channel. And I think I saw you tweeting about this conceptually here the other day as well. This is a weird move because it kind of, to me, and I'll let you reiterate what you said on Twitter as well because I don't remember it all. But to me, this feels like, and I think to anyone really that would look into that, it feels like Twitch wanting its cake and eating it too, whereby you're getting a situation where Twitch, I know Twitch knows that all these streamers like Amouranth and anyone that you could in that category, we all know the category exists, whether or not Twitch wants to admit that it's a fucking category. It's a category of its own now. It absolutely breaks their TOS. They just fucking let it go. Like it because that section of the TOS is so vaguely fucking written, even though when they said that they wrote it more specifically like last year, it is super fucking vaguely written for this exact reason. So that Twitch can play selective, do we not want to go through with enacting any enforcement here. And so for them, they want the eyeballs. There's a lot of money going through those channels. A shitload of money. They might not have 50,000 viewers, but let me tell you about the number of subs that some of those streams have. And it's not small change for Twitch on a monthly basis. So they don't want to completely get rid of that. But at the same time, they also have to be able to bundle lots and lots of views and lots of channels together to sell to advertisers. And it's kind of hard to sell to a lot of advertisers what these streams have been doing lately. It just is. It's just harder to sell to a great number of advertisers. Not all advertisers. Some advertisers wouldn't give a shit. But there are some that would. And when you're dealing with selling to an advertisement agency that might represent more than one brand, for example, because everything tends to get grouped up into packages, it makes it more difficult. And you want to be able to present the biggest number possible as Twitch to get the best deal. So, you don't want to silo it at the same time. So what are your options? Well, you don't want to ban them off your platform because you're making dirty simp money. But you also don't want to ruin your ability to sell advertisements to as many advertising conglomerates as possible. You want all of that shit. You want both. You want to eat your cake, have it, wear it, do whatever the fuck you want with your cake. Shadow box it, put it on a wall. And so that's kind of what this reads like to me, is that Twitch doesn't have the fucking nuts to come out and actually start putting TOS violations on these channels, but this is like them acknowledging that the material's too risque, but they don't want to ban it, but they do have to curb it for their advertising purposes. So it's just a very kind of fucking hypocritical move as far as I'm concerned. But what is your take on that? Because you had one on Twitter.
Well, mine's similar. It's I'm not as antagonistic against Twitch as you are. I mean, again, just okay. And before you go, to reiterate my stance on this whole thing, I want these girls to keep doing what they're doing until Twitch says otherwise. Yeah,
I have nothing against the streams
I have
themselves.
Nothing against their stream. Yeah, I have nothing.
I want them to, as long as Twitch decides it's within their rules. My whole problem with Twitch is that they don't enforce their own rules, even remotely equally. Like they just fucking willy nilly.
Yeah. So my point of view is like I tweeted out like, hey, I said I don't think these hot tub streamers should lose their ability to make ad revenue. I think they should lose their ability to stream on the platform. And it's not because I'm a hater or I don't want them to make their money. I personally don't think it's a good look for Twitch in general. I don't think it's inherently I don't think it's creative. I don't think it's and once again, this is very subjective. I'm giving you my opinion.
Yeah.
I don't think it's good for the site. I think it breeds the worst in Twitch in terms of the type of viewer that it creates. Not all the viewers there are bad, but what I think is it's creating a really, really negative impact on female streamers in general. You know, it's to the point where I've gone to legitimate female streamers that, and when I say legitimate, I mean the ones that aren't, you know, using their body as the main focus to generate income. They are essentially harassed. They see comments like, even seeing comments like, "Thank you for not being in a hot tub." You know, just like
maybe not
slides.
legitimate, but like not sexually forward streamers, not the ones that are specifically crafting their channel around sexuality.
Yes. Listen, I got, you know,
because it's not about being negative against that, but it's like there's still the hot tub stream's still a legitimate streamer.
It's still a legitimate streamer.
It's just
but
like,
I mean, okay,
that's why I'm trying to just.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to preface this before I talk.
Yeah.
I think all of the female streamers, Amouranth included, I know Amouranth gets a lot of shit because of her past, and
yeah, she's like the poster child.
She's the poster child. Listen, I think Amouranth is a hustler. I think she's intelligent. I think she's I don't watch her content, so I don't know if it's entertaining or not, but obviously she's doing something right. She knows how to play the game, and she's playing it, and she's amazing at doing that, and I don't blame her. She's an entrepreneur in every way possible. She has integrated her life into this. She's created a big brand. She's created demand. She's become a poster child for what it's like to be sort of, you know, that type of streamer on Twitch, you know, where there's other girls that probably look up to her or see what she's doing and say, hey, I can do that too. And so, you know, she's a pioneer in this new thing. So don't think that I'm not hating on Amouranth. She's probably making more money than I am. I can actually guarantee you she's making more money than I am. And so I can't hate. She's out there making her money. Go get your bread. I'm all for it. The thing that I don't think that she should lose her ability to get ad revenue. I think if Twitch wants to remove ad revenue without her knowledge, then they should go to her. For one, they should go to her and warn her and say, listen, if you continue to do this, we're going to have to cut the plug. So that way she at least has an option. Like, okay, you know what? I'm willing to take this ad revenue hit because I'm making so much money on subscriptions and building my personal brand and getting an Instagram follow. And I don't know if she has an OnlyFans or whatever. I don't know. But all of that funnels in because now Twitch has basically become a funnel for her to sell herself to all these other avenues that probably make her way more money than what she even just makes on Twitch, if she's smart, which she is. So I'm sure that's the thing. So they should at least give her an opportunity to say yay or nay instead of just doing it. But ultimately, I think what Twitch needs to do, if it isn't advertising friendly, I think Twitch just needs to remove the category as a whole because it's already teetering terms of service. I mean, if you're gonna ban a streamer for 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever over a music video that they play where somebody's twerking, or in the RP world, the Vanilla Unicorn, which is a strip club, you know, something happened and somebody got banned for a little while or some shit, you know, but yet you're going to allow a streamer to sit on a inflatable banana, literally wearing basically nothing, just covers private parts while basically everything is there. And it is 100% a sexually driven agenda to viewers so that, you know, they
didn't wake up in the morning and go, man, I'm feeling like sitting in a pool all day in a bikini.
Yeah.
I just feel it's one of those days, you know, I just feel like it.
Listen, and there'll be white knights that'll be like, well, listen, man, just because some such and such is beautiful. I'm not just talking about Amouranth, but could be any of these streamers. Well, just because they look good and they have large breasts or whatever, it doesn't make things illegal. It's just a woman's body. It's like, listen, guys, listen. I'm a male, dude. I love women. Okay, I'm not complaining about boobs. Okay, listen, the more the merrier. It doesn't hurt me any. I'm not anti boobs. I'm not anti ass. I'm not. But what I am anti is I'm anti Twitch not enforcing rules across the board equally, right? Whether that is through DMCA shit with music, because there's certain streamers that are massive that plays whatever they want, whenever they want. They're not getting banned, period. And it's the same thing with these hot tub streamers or these ASMR streamers that what they're doing. And I'm not talking to all ASMR streamers. I'm not talking to all hot tub streamers because, yeah, sometimes there are streamers that just get in a hot tub, have a few drinks, laugh, talk to their chat, do an AMA, and that's fine. But then there are ones that are literally dedicated to just, this is their show. I mean, I don't know how you can sit in a hot tub for 9 hours. There's a reason why you do it, right? It's because it's making you an insane amount of money. So I'm not anti that. But Twitch really needs to figure out what they're doing here because they're setting a weird precedent where you're almost walking on eggshells, where it's like, what is acceptable and what isn't? I mean, if you want to talk about sexually explicit content, how much more sexually explicit can you get than these hot tub
without
streams?
being nude?
Without it being nude, or it's literally bordering softcore, like
because this is
like
the problem they ran into is when they said, like, you could wear attire that would be okay in public, and a bikini is okay in public. You go to a beach in a bikini, etc., etc. But the key word there is you're going to a fucking beach in a bikini, and you're not doing it necessarily to sit on an inflatable banana and talk to passersby and have them give you $50 bills to write your name or their name on your forehead. That's not what you do at a beach in a bikini. Nor do you. Yeah.
I also don't think that streamers should be able to go to the beach and film and live stream.
No, I just meant in general because of how they worded their TOS, their term of service.
But I mean, but they can. They can. And there are tons of people at the beach that are in a vulnerable state wearing bathing suits or things, and they might not already feel comfortable to begin with, and they're sitting there being streamed live in front of thousands or tens of thousands of people, and you can see the stream chat making fun of people in the background doing whatever. It's a weird thing. I think Twitch needs to either go, listen, y'all can do this and that's fine. And, we're going to pay you, or they should just say, hey, there's got to come a line. It's like, what are we? I think the play for Twitch, honestly, is to make another website that is affiliated with Twitch. As in, if you're already a partner at Twitch, you're already approved partner on this site. Have people like Amouranth and other female and male streamers that do this sort of edgier or more sexually charged content, and let them be the star of that site, and allow to then package all that up to advertisers that are a little bit more specific or that don't care, and allow them to get paid and make a shit ton of money. Sort of make your own OnlyFans type of side thing. Now, I know Amazon probably doesn't want to brand themselves around that sort of thing, but ultimately that's what they're doing anyway. On Twitch, you're okay with it. So why not create a place where, I'm pretty sure Twitch doesn't allow you to promote your OnlyFans on Twitch.
Not directly.
Not directly, but they all do, right?
Yeah.
So why not just make another sub site that has already pre-approval? If you're already a partner on Twitch, you can have the perks. You can promote your OnlyFans. You can promote your Instagram and really own it. Like, if that's what you want, then own it. Get this shit off the gaming site, or I guess it's not really just a gaming site anymore, but get this shit off this, and then let them go wild over there. Let them completely 18 plus, go do your own thing. And I think you get rid of the issue altogether and say, listen, if you're going to be on Twitch, we can't have you doing these types of things. Our advertisers are just not approving it. It's creating a lot of weird buzz, and it's making us not look decisive on our decision making. But I don't call the shots, right? I'm all for it. I don't like the selective choosing. And it's also not fair to Amouranth. I can't believe I'm sticking up for Amouranth here, but I am. It's not fair to her that she just wakes up and her ad revenue's gone, or her ability to make ad revenue without even a dialogue, without even saying, hey, listen, I know what you're doing is kind of on the board. If you keep doing it, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to, this isn't advertiser friendly. And like you said, they probably package a lot of stuff. And Twitch is really all about running ads. They want ads. They're pushing this ad agenda, which is fine. My ad revenue has gone up. I mean, it's working. I'm not anti ads, but I mean, you got to find a way to either pay these streamers, or just don't allow them to do what they're doing. It's really not rocket science. They do want to have their cake and they want to eat it too, and which is fine. But you're going to get blowback, and people are going to speak up about it. They just need to make a stand and just go all in or just go out of it. It's not that hard.
Yeah, I stand by the thing where I said, I don't know how long ago it's been now, but I fully suspect that we are within not that long where Twitch will break out the site into 18 only and everything else.
Yes.
Because I don't think they want to not have, I think it's blatantly obvious that they don't want to not have this content on the site. You know, they're willing to literally do almost anything to keep this shit going, you know, tweak the TOS, etc., etc. They obviously don't care about optics all that much when you got like that, what you talked about last year, the girl that was at a gym in like a sports bra that came down to her rib cage, that was doing exercise. She got banned for like sexually explicit content and shit. But then this stuff is perfectly fine.
But this hot tub stuff, like
hot tub's fine. It's a hot tub, like bending over, you know, tits out, fucking writing names all over. Like, come on, it's so blatantly obvious. You'd have to be lying to yourself and the rest of the fucking known world if you thought that this wasn't what it is. And so it's why I think you also don't see them really talking too much about it, to be honest. The closest we got was when somebody asked DJ Wheat in one of his live streams a couple weeks ago, and his response was not some of it was because of the way the question was phrased, but or the statement was phrased as well, but talking about how it was like, oh, well, these hot tub streamers aren't taking away your views. And it was like the focus was on that. And that's but I don't think like such a small, and usually the people complaining about that aren't even streamers. They're viewers of other streamers that are saying like, oh, they're taking views away from the gaming streams and shit like that. Like no legitimate streamer worth their salt is having a discussion about whether or not these streams are taking away viewers that they would get otherwise. Or that the IRL section is a problem. Like nobody's having that discussion. It's very much specifically about the blatant misuse of the TOS by Twitch.
My question would be like, why is this person getting banned for watching this sexually explicit music video?
Yeah.
Right? Or in a video game something comes up, right? I don't know, right? Whatever the case may be. But this isn't.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what the answer is. Money.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. There's just that's just it. And that's fine. But just own it. Don't squirt, go around and beat around the bush. Just own it.
They make it about, like, when Twitch talks about it, they'll make it about whatever else they can. So it's like, they're not taking viewers away from people, or oh, women need to be able to dress any way they want, and just because they're dressing that way doesn't mean you can talk. And those are just like ways of trying to change the conversation to make the people that are questioning all of this look like they're coming at it from like a sexist, anti-feminist kind of fucking position.
Might be scared. They might be scared if they do drop the hammer that will be the agenda, right? That they gonna get Me Too'd, right? Where there's like, hey, you got a problem with a woman feeling brave and bold and beautiful and whatever. It's like, no, we're not at all. In fact, I'm all for women. Listen, if you got a body, go flaunt it. If you want to flaunt it, go, do whatever it is that you want to do. I don't have a problem with that. I don't, obviously Twitch doesn't have a problem with that. That's not the agenda. So making up the excuse of like, women should be allowed. I mean, yes, of course, it's their body. It's their choice. Nobody, only fuckboys are going to sit there and complain about a woman on the internet, using her body to make a living, in whatever way comfortable that they feel. Good for them. Some women don't at all, and good for them. Some women do, and good for them. I don't care. Just be fair across the board. Don't.
Yeah.
You know, it's just it's not that simple. I don't know, it's just-
Accountability. Remember when they said
just
hold
it.
us accountable? Like 3 different times?
yeah.
We're here.
So it is what it is, man. So that's what I think about it.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate for Amouranth, but you know, and who knows? Like maybe she can get her ad revenue back if she stops doing it. Maybe they turn it back on. I don't know. I don't know the details. Right? We're only going
Yeah.
by what she was saying publicly
Yeah.
about it. And I just don't care enough to like look into it and watch the VODs. And,
Well,
and
there's
I
no,
just,
there's
you know,
no, it doesn't go any deeper than that. Like other sites have already gone in and have done all the investigative whatever fucking part of it. Although all that there is right now is that there was no original communication. It was basically just gone. And then, so there was no back and forth. And then she mentioned how she makes, she makes upwards of 30 grand a month in ads, and now that revenue is gone, right? So, you know, that's those are the details. And I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not gonna pretend like there's probably like Amouranth is coming out trying to do some weird anti-Twitch shit. I doubt that that's the fucking case. I suspect that given what we've seen Twitch do in the past, they did just come out and just fucking axe their advertising. One of the fucking advertisers probably came to them and said, we can't be doing this shit if this is what we're gonna be putting our ads on. And so Twitch said, oh fuck. Pull the
they
plug.
may have just had to have done it by a
Panic.
technicality.
Yeah.
And then, you know, but who knows? I'm not going to sit here and speculate. I just wish they would just make a decision just straight up down the line and just move forward. I think the play really is to make an 18 rated thing and then package those streamers and average and then go after a different form of ads and make your money that way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So,
Well,
but anyway, ladies and gentlemen out there hustling on Twitch,
Give her.
go make your money.
Do it.
Make your money. You're not getting hate from me.
While you
Listen,
still
if you're
can.
if you're making $30,000 a month in ad revenue,
Kill it.
ad revenue, you're fucking murdering it. I'd be on the fucking hot tubs too. Holy shit.
No shit.